Hi guys, it's Belle here and I am back with day 15 of Junk Journal January 2024, hosted by Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. I will leave the links to both of those down below in the description box, so do go check that out. And today's one is opposites. So when I was thinking about opposites, I was like, oh, what do I want to do? And then I suppose this is quite a simple idea of opposites, but day and night, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. So I have some stamps that I've had for ages. They're based on pieces from a museum. So I have these stamps. So I actually ended up using these two. So I want the moon and the sun. I stamped those onto white watercolor card and then die cut a circle. I'm going to use these 2 pages in my journal. I was actually going to use the middle page because it's got these beautiful flowers as well, but I didn't draw these. These were in the journal, and I don't know, I didn't want to confuse everyone and have people think that I'd hand drawn them. So I chose these 2 pages because I'm actually going to stitch, and I want to stick them on so I can hide the back of the stitching. So the first thing we're going to do is use some watercolors on these. If you've been watching me, you will know I'm not the best at watercolours. Sorry, I was getting my parchment paper. I'm not the best at paints and watercolours, but I'm doing it. So I have got my paintbrushes. So firstly, I'm going to do the moon because it's lighter colours. I'm guessing I had a white at some point, but I don't now. But I have these kind of shimmery greys. So I think that's what I'm going to use for the moon. I'm wondering if I just want like a pale... I don't think I've got a grey on here. Okay. Let's use this one instead. These are just really, really, really cheap watercolors. And oh, I forgot, you're supposed to wet the card as well, aren't you? So let's do that. Let's wet the card. I've used stays on, so that should be fine. I really don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to use this like silvery grey, I think, first. And you really can't see that on there at all. So let's go in with a blue. You can't really see that either. Well, this is working brilliantly, isn't it? I mean, it's just... Ah, there we go. Got some colour now. So yeah, I want the moon obviously to be paler. Realistically, I wanted a grey. I think I've got a slight grey on here. So that'll work well. So I've got that blue. Then this is kind of a dark grey blue, I think. Let's just put it on the, yeah, a bit of grey. Okay, cool. I've actually been looking, my local craft store does like a watercolour class, a really, really basic one. Now I know obviously I can watch YouTube videos and things. But I've been looking at taking that class. Just to, you know, maybe learn some new techniques and things that might help my skill set, my non-existent skill set. I don't know. There was actually quite a lot on there that I was like, oh, I want to take that and that. And the brilliant thing about it is that a lot of the classes, you pay extra if you want the kit. So they can send a kit straight to your door, which I think's really, really great if you don't have the things. Or it can be cheaper if you just want to take the class itself. Just coming in with a little bit of blue there. Which is brilliant if you want to take a class in something, and most of them are beginners classes. They also do like loads of like Cricut and Glowforge and things like that, which I don't have those things, but it's good to know that it's there. I really don't know what I'm doing. So it's gone more bluey, and really the moon's more grey. So let's bring in a little bit more grey. Yep, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't judge me out there if you're watercolour experts. I really wanted some like pearlescent white, but it's not showing up very well. So I don't know. So yes, I'm thinking of taking their very basic, and it's a really good price, like watercolour for beginners class, just to get some techniques. And I don't need to buy the kit because I have paintbrushes and that. Now this will have a shimmer when dry. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Okay, so for the sun, we are obviously going yellows and oranges. So let's start off with the yellow. I think this has got green on it, so it just always looks a bit green. That's my fault. I'm not doing the whole, and again I didn't put water all over, so let's just put the water on with the colour. I'm not doing the whole piece because I'm going to cut it. Let's go in with a bit of orange just on the edges here. Yeah. So I do want to learn new things this year. And I do want to pick up skills that I used to do that I haven't done for a while. I'm doing a lot more with fabric and stitching at the moment, which I am loving. And there will actually be stitching on this page as well. And I think I'm going to get my quilling back out. I used to quill and I haven't in ages. And I think I want to get that back out. So we've got the sun. And I think I want some of the shimmer on there if I can get it on there. Let's move this. Okay. So we do have some yellow shimmer on here. So let's see if it'll pick it up or not. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe one craft a month that I kind of focus in on my, I want to say downtime, but because obviously I make things for my Etsy shop, which is always linked below, and I make journals to sell and custom journals. So on my off time, I'm thinking that I may focus on one particular craft and then, yeah, do that. So that's those. Going to put those to the side to dry. Now, I don't know whether to emboss first. I think I'm going to emboss first. So I have this stamp set. It was from a magazine. I'm not sure which one, it doesn't say, but it has this cute cloud. So I want to use the cloud. And I'm going to turn this over because obviously it's got watercolours that side, because I'm going to be stamping. And the other thing I want to do is I've just got a piece of card here and I'm going to put that underneath so that I can stamp flat. Need a stamp pad. That would help, wouldn't it? Yes. So like that. And I'm going to get my Versamark, which, yeah, it is a well-loved ink pad, this one. I'm going to stamp. This side's going to be the sun. I didn't have the card over enough. Yeah, so it's on there. Good, good, good. So yeah, this side's going to be the sun. So we're going to have some clouds. in just random places. I really wish I had white. I do not have a white embossing powder or a white ink pad. It's not something that I have, so that's something I need to put on my list to purchase. And so what I'm going to use is Silver Pearl, and I don't know how well this is going to show up on this paper, but that's what I'm going to use. Oh, a bit too much there. Okay, way too much. Okay, there is. Gosh, I need another paintbrush. Sorry, guys. There's a bit there that I don't need, and a bit there that I don't need, and there. Okay, so we have those on there. Now I'm going to use my heat gun, and I will be back. Okay, guys, that is super subtle. You can see it shining there, but it's super subtle on the page, so I may have to go around it in something. So what I want to do is I want to use colour on here. I'm going to go back in with my dodgy inks and I want obviously a lighter blue here. Why is there yellow on there? Let's get that yellow off. I want a lighter blue over here. Let's move it onto there. Yeah. And I'm going to go around the clouds. So it's going to be very kind of, I say I'm going to go around the clouds. I kind of didn't, did I? But, you know. Ooh. I mean, that will probably rub off, wouldn't it? Because it's embossed. I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to have quite the wash, because this is a sun sky, a nice light blue sky. Yeah, I'm going to go around the clouds, I think, with a pen, maybe. So, like so, really light colour. It's obviously blue paper as well, so, you know. So I would love to know about your craft plans this year, like what you're going to focus on. If you're going to try new things, let me know what you're going to try. I would love to hear that. I actually don't mind that with the clouds like that. Yeah, I would love to know about that. I'm going to use much darker blue over here. So I think this is my dark blue. Need to get rid of that green first. Yeah, I would love to know what you are planning on doing this year. What skill do you really want to learn? I'm also going to bring some black into this. Yeah, I would love to know. Is there a craft you haven't done in a while that you've got the urge to suddenly redo again? Oh my gosh, that's very black. Yeah, that's very black. Let's try and... I suppose it's hard, the fact that this is not watercolour paper. But, you know... Trying my best. Just a little bit more black here too. Yeah, let me know if there's a craft. Trying to talk and paint at the same time is obviously not a skill that I have. If there's a craft you really want to have a go at this year, or if there's an aspect of your craft that you want to challenge yourself with. So for example, if you're a journal maker, maybe there's a new type of journal that you really want to give a go, or a technique in journal making that you really want to give a go. I don't know, hidden spines or lap books or whatever, or a cinch journal or something. And or if you're a cross stitcher, are you going to try on a different kind of fabric or something like that? I would love to learn. So I am going to go and try this, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm actually really pleased with how they've turned out. It's more of a grey on this side, which goes. And both my sun, I'm hoping you can see that, and definitely my moon have a shimmer to them, which is really good, especially the moon. So I'm going to stick, no, I'm not going to do that yet. First thing I am going to do, hold on guys, is I also want to just do some stenciling and stamping in the background. So I have some words and I'm going to use my Tim Holtz. I don't know what I want to use. I feel like peacock feathers might be the better one to use. It may or may not show up. It may or may be too green. But I'm just going to roughly do a bit of on there. I mean, it's a little bit green, but that's okay. I don't mind that. And this is a Tim Holtz stencil as well. I'm not quite sure which one it is. THM S149. So a bit of that. And then on the sun side, I wanted, let's use tumbled glass. I wanted to, I know, I'm mixing my stencil. It is what it is. Wanted to use this stencil. I think this is one of my favourite stencils by Tim Holtz, this dotty one. I use it all the time. Yeah, I just wanted to give some interest in the background, so that's good. And then I was wondering about my crackle stamp. I've got my Arondike denim. I'm only going to do this lightly, like yeah. Crackle, and then a little bit on this side, not much because it's much lighter on this side. So I just want it to add a little bit of something, and it ties the two pages together. Yep, I like that. Simple, easy, done. All right, guys. So now I want to cut my stamps. I'm going to cut it down the middle. I can't exactly cut this one down the middle because I need to see the moon. And I was thinking of sticking them so that they're the two halves of the page. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that. This may take a while to stick down, actually. Let's hope not. Come on. Frozen glue again. Okay, guys, I did the glue off camera as well because you didn't need to see me gluing. You know what gluing looks like. So I'm going to stick that there. I'm worried because it's going to be in the middle. And I need to be able to turn my page. So yeah, so there's my moon. And now we're going to stick the sun on the other side. So opposites, but also two halves of the same thing, in the sense that they're both celestial bodies. One comes out during the day, and then the light from the sun is what's reflected off the moon. Yeah. So I've got those. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is now I'm going to stitch. So I want rays coming out. So I'm going to just make some dots, because I want to know where I can poke some holes for my stitching. I may even do more. And with the moon, I want to do stars. So I'm just going to draw them on. Little stars. Again, stitching. With some metallic threads. Yeah. I might need one up here too. And I will be able to rub these off. So I have got my Madeiras. I've got gold 4007 and 4011 for silver. And we're going to do the sun first. So, yeah. Now I need to probably, that's not going to go in there. I need to poke holes first, realistically. So let's do that. Because of the type of paper this is, I have to be super careful. Because it can do quite big holes, and I don't want it to rip too much. So I'm going to do that and then come back. Okay guys, so I've added all the holes. Please be aware, if you are sewing on paper, that there can be a problem, especially if you've used watercolour, that the paper may rip and tear. So this is something that I'm doing very gently. Yeah. I may even add more rays. But I mean, I could have done better rays than this, but this is what I've done. I may go in and put rays in between, actually, as well. So the sun, as you can see, is quite simple. Why is that one there? Let's bring it down to here. And then that one. Well, I need to make sure that the page is flat, that my stitching's not lifting, not catching in a way that makes it pucker the page. So I'm trying to make sure that's all good. Now these Madeira threads I always used to get free with like cross stitch magazines and things when they did free gifts, and I never really use Madeira in my stitching, so I'm loving being able to use something up that I don't normally use. Oh, that tore a little bit. Yeah, that I don't normally use in a different craft as well. So I'll stitch that. Like so. I think I'm definitely going to go in and add more, but you can see what the effect is. The shimmery clouds, the rays of sun, and this is the one I'm more worried about because this page still feels a little bit damp, and these are more intricate. They're still just basic lines, but it's a more intricate design. It's another reason I hate using these kind of threads. Right, okay, that will work better. All right, so let's start at the bottom. I think I'm going to do this line first. I've put a knot in the back of my thread already, so I'm going to do the middle line, then the two crosses over, the two crossover lines, this one there, and then I'm going to do a line, but instead of going straight over the top, I don't know if I want to go straight over the top of it, or I'm going to go between the two crosses so that this goes underneath them. Like so. And then I'm going to move on to the next one. And I will speed this bit up because you don't need to see me do this slowly several times. Okay guys, so that is my stars finished, and I'm just knotting the back of that. I really love the shimmer they give. I do feel like I need more gold over here. Yeah, feel like I need a few more. So I may go in and add those. Let's just put my needle away. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I feel that I need. Just my words, guys. So hold on. Okay, guys, so I used my clip-its again, and I've got these words. So I've got a sprinkle of magic, and I wanted the white words on this side. Yeah, I'm going to glue these a sprinkle, because the sun and the moon magic. So a sprinkle, and really I need to think about where I'm going to add my number to, but that will come last. A sprinkle. Yeah, I definitely need one there, I think, and up there. Yeah. Of, maybe I'll have my number up there. Sprinkle, and again opposites, we've got the white words, the blacker words for the night of magic, and then I think I'll go around those in my Uniball white pen. And I need a really thin pen, but I've only got the Posca for the moment, so I'm going to go very lightly around these. Sprinkle of magic. So that's my page, guys. I think I'm going to put the number either up here or down here if I can get a small one. I might even just put one in each corner. That's my page. There's lots of shimmer. We've got the clouds. We've got it with the metallic threads, the stars on the moon, the two faces looking at each other. Again, it's not a perfect page. I didn't like how I did these lines. I wish I'd done more like triangle lines, but there's nothing I can do about that now. All I can do is add more lines to it and be happier with it that way. And I do wish I had white for the clouds, but I do like how they catch the light, which is quite good. I do like this page, although this star went a bit squiffy, but all the others look good, so I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to stick these pages. So I'm going to stick this down onto there, and I'm going to stick this one down onto here, just to, one, keep the threads in place, and two, give it a bit more stability. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is, as I said, day 15, which is opposites. And yeah, I will be back soon. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.